The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Purdy. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Purdy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Once again, it's Jacobs. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Powering his way forward. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he will find his man, Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trap 60. Come on. Set.
Here's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him in. Complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 85 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Purdy from the gun. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And just shedding him off there. Still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Purdy. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 65 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. Out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 10. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Shut up. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Purdy from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And down inside the 15 he goes. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Purdy over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. To throw again on second down. Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
In motion left goes Watson. Love going to give it up on the touch pass.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. On 1st down, Lloyd.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now Purdy. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd down. Purdy.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Devontae Wyatt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Purdy, big 4th down play. And this is caught, Jennings. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has a Packer 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter,